Hi guys, my name is David and welcome back to another, well, I would say another episode of Horror Poetry, but this is a unexpected poetry video. I wasn't planning to make this video. In fact, I didn't even know that the book that I'll be reading from didn't even exist. I was out and about in a park, there was a bookshop there, and there was a display of books outside, Christmas related, obviously. And this book kind of drew my attention to it. And that is Cats Love Christmas Too. And this is a poetry collection. It's very small. And I have been I wouldn't say I'm a cat person, I think I'm a dog person at heart. But I have come to appreciate cats. In fact, cats was something that were my biggest fear. The thought of stroking a cat willingly was completely out of the question. I think that I would have never been able to stroke a cat. It was something that I couldn't do because I was kind of traumatized by a experience in my past with a family cat. But this year I have conquered my fear and I've learned to, I wouldn't say love, I don't think I'm there quite yet with cats, but I've learned to appreciate them more. And I've come to get more attached to them, I think. I don't have a cat myself, so the love for cats is definitely there for me and it's growing. So when I saw this, I thought, well, I was kind of drawn to it. I knew that I had to pick this book up. I think it was a combination of obviously it being about cats, Christmas as well, and it being a poetry collection. And I think that at the time I wouldn't say I was feeling depressed or down, but I needed something just to, I think it's more of a holiday blues. I needed something to elevate my moods. So I read this book, the majority of it, in the park. And when I came home, I only had a few poems to read by it. And the last one really shocked me. When I saw the title of this poem, I knew I had to read it. I knew I had to do a video on it. There was no question in my mind I had to do a video on it. And when you see the title of it, you'll know why. There. When I saw this poem was called Pax, because my whole poetry series is dedicated to Pax Panic, my dearly departed friend, who kind of inspired a good handful of us to carry on with her poetry series and kind of bring poetry out to the world and celebrate it. When I saw that this poem was called Pax, I knew that I had to read it. So this poem is dedicated, obviously, to my dearly departed, deceased friend, Pax Panic. So this poem is called Pax by D.H. Lawrence. All that matters is to be at one with the living God, to be a creature in the house of the God of life, like a cat asleep on a chair, at peace, in peace, and at one with the master of the house, with the mistress at home in the house of the living, sleeping on the hearth and yawning before the fire, sleeping on the hearth of the living world, yawning at home before the fire of life, feeling the presence of the living God, like a great reassurance, a deep calm in the heart, a presence as of the master sitting at the board, in his own in greater being, in the house of life. So guys, that has been my not horror poetry reading. That has been my Christmas poetry reading. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it's not exactly the same poem or the type of horror poetry that I kind of like to read, but as I've just explained, that is my kind of poem dedicated to my friend, and it's more a Christmas poem, for this time of the season. You get the point. Anyway, there's a picture of the cat there. I just wanted to show that, and yeah. So that's been our reading. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that, and I will see you in my next video.